Earthquakes. An earthquake is a shock wave that happens when case of sorry, I mean an earthquake is the intense sudden shaking of the earth's surface caused by the rapid release of energy in the crust, usually when tectonic plates collide, slide, or move past each other along faults. The Earth's crust isn't smooth, but has many parts called tectonic plates. It is only when these plates collide or slide against each other do earthquakes happen. The Richter scale is used to measure the intensity of an earthquake. Each unit is 10 times more powerful than the unit before. Because of this, any earthquake below 4.2 causes little damage, but an earthquake above 7 can cause a disaster that may take years to fix. The largest recorded earthquake in the world took place in Chile on 22nd May 1960. It had a magnitude of 9.5 on the Richter scale, while the longest earthquake ever recorded lasted for 10 minutes. This took place in Sumatra, Indonesia on 26th December 2004. A seismograph is used to measure the intensity and magnitude of an earthquake by tracking the ground vibrations. Although each KSOJM can be 10 on the Richter, four shocks are smaller earthquakes that are followed by larger ones. The main shock is the strongest and largest earthquake. Aftershocks are the earthquakes that come after the main shock. Earthquakes can cause other disasters like tsunami and floods. A fish! A fish! Volcanoes. Volcanoes are openings in the Earth's crust that allow molten rock or magma, gases, and ash to escape, often forming mountains over time. Volcanoes are formed when magma or molten rock from Earth's upper mantle works its way to the surface, erupting as lava, ash, and gases, which solidify to build mountains over time. There are three types of volcano on their activities. The first one is the active volcano, which has erupted many times in the past and is likely to erupt again in the future. Next is the dormant volcano, which hasn't erupted that many times in the past but is likely to erupt in the future. Finally, there is the extinct volcano, which hasn't erupted in the past that much and isn't likely to erupt in the future. A volcano has two types of molten rock. One is magma and the other is lava. These two are often confused. Magma is the molten rock inside the volcano, and lava is the molten rock flowing outside the volcano. The loudest volcanic eruption in history was the 1883 eruption of Krakatoa. The explosion on August 27, 1883. The blast was heard clearly 3,000 miles or 4,800 kilometers away on Rodriguez Island in the Indian Ocean, where residents mistook it for distant cannon fire. At its source, the sound reached an estimated 310 decibels. For context, a sound this loud is powerful enough to rupture eardrums even 40 miles or 64 kilometers away. The atmospheric pressure waves created by the explosion were so powerful that they circled the entire globe 7 times over 5 days. The eruption released energy equivalent to 200 megatons of TNT, which is roughly 4 times more powerful than the largest nuclear bomb ever detonated, the Tsar bomb. The 1815 eruption of Mount Tambora in Indonesia is the largest and most destructive in recorded human history. It ejected over 40 cubic kilometers of material, caused over 71,000 deaths, and triggered the global climate cooling, creating the year without a summer in 1816. Fun facts: rocks like obsidian form when lava cools down. Also, rocks like granite form when magma cools down. A tsunami is a series of massive ocean waves caused by underwater disturbances like earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, or landslides. Harbor waves is the literal English translation of the Japanese word tsunami, as tsunamis generally cause no damage in the deep sea but can be devastating along the coastline. Tsunamis travel at incredibly high speeds in the deep ocean, often exceeding 500 to 600 miles per hour or 800 to 965 kilometers per hour. As they move into shallower water near the coast, they slow down to roughly 20 to 30 miles per hour or 30 to 50 kilometers per hour, while their height increases significantly. A fish! A fish! The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, also known as the Boxing Day tsunami, is widely considered the most destructive in modern history due to its staggering human toll and vast geographical reach. Death toll: approximately 227,899 to 230,000 people were killed or went missing. Max wave height reached up to 51 meters or 167 feet in some parts of northern Sumatra. Causes: a massive 9.1 to 9.3 magnitude undersea earthquake off the coast of Sumatra, Indonesia. Economic impact: roughly 13 billion US dollars uh, in losses adjusted for 2017 dollars. The largest tsunami ever recorded occurred on July 9, 1958 in Litua Bay, Alaska, reaching a staggering height of 1,720 feet. A 7.8 magnitude earthquake on the Fairweather Fault triggered a massive rockfall with 90 million tons of rocks plunging into the water.